Welcome to the World United. Welcome to the World United.
Now I'll introduce Daniela Machini. Now, Danny's been in Australia for 19 years. Danny is a natural holistic therapist, intuitive mother, writer, and teacher, originally from Brazil, following a path of spirituality since a young age and looking through many different types of awakenings. And now Danny works guiding others on that path of spiritual awakening and the inner healing. And that's for more than 2 decades. And you look so young and radiant. It's beautiful, especially by connecting them with the messages and gifts from nature, the beautiful radiance of nature, including the true nature of who we are as human beings. Danny works with flower essences, intuitive reading, Reiki, meditation, chakras, emotions, and the inner child and natural solutions. Danny's also published a really great seller book in Brazil in 2019 called Essential Emotions, Nature as a Support in Self-Healing Process. We welcome Danny today.
Hello, thank you. It's a great honor to be here. I'm so grateful to be part of this Global Transformational Festival. United so many great inspirational souls here sharing from the heart to create this positive change in others' heart. And that's really, really beautiful. Yeah, because there's a lot of happening at the world at the moment, as Monica has mentioned, what was happening here in Australia as well. So perhaps it's all happening to really shake us up. So hopefully we can create a different, better reality for all humankind. So it is an opportunity. It is the light here present. So I'm here today to put a bit of my wisdom and my experiences on this awakening process and using nature in this awakening process, so awakening with nature. So I believe we go through different awakenings and different states of them on our life journey. I know I had a few, and I know if you are here with us, you're probably already on some stage of your own awakening journey. There's a lot of things to be uncovered as we go through this awakening process. We get to a point we cannot unsee what we have already uncovered. So sometimes that can be a bit hard. But the good thing is, once we go through that, it becomes a part of us. So we can hold this conviction, as Monica has mentioned in her beautiful presentation. And also we can bring those qualities as well, like courage and love and surrender. And I feel that the greatest awakening that we can have is that we are nature and that we are divine beings, that we have God in nature that we can connect to. And we also have nature that gives the support we need on our life journey on Earth. So including the amazing nature of our human bodies and its capacity to feel, to think, to adapt, and also to regenerate and repair any damage. Our immune system has an incredible intelligent system for protecting, fighting, for invasion, regenerating, and repairing. So our bodies have these incredible natural abilities. However, we have been taken out of this natural state, especially by the amount of toxins we have come in contact with in our daily lives. All forms of toxicities that cause serious imbalances and stress to all of the systems of the body, so physically and also energetically. So toxic loads come from many different sources. It comes from our food, from water, from air, and also from the products that we have available for us in the market, in cleaning, cosmetics, and medicines. And many are synthetic and full of chemicals, neurotoxins, heavy metals, and many other foreign materials that can be certainly very disruptive to the good optimal function of our bodies in its natural state. So also we get this toxic coming from unnatural frequencies that causes disruption on our nature's unique frequency we all hold. Another toxicity also comes from over-stimulation in images, television, video games, movies, education, and propaganda that can stimulate and program the subconscious mind in a very natural way, and also has great influence on the survival mode and the compensation system that our brain operates. We also hold toxicity with our emotions, the dense emotions that we've been holding in, because we haven't learned much about our true emotional nature and emotional flow. Because emotions are actually energy in motion. Feeling emotion is the natural way they flow out. So we have learned to ignore feeling certain emotions, and only the good emotions are acceptable. So that causes us to be bottled up with dense emotions, especially fear, anger, guilty, shame, regret, grief. We have learned that those emotions are bad. We shouldn't feel that way. So we judge them, we ignore. And then our subconscious minds also learn how to avoid them at all costs. And then what happens? You also become very much controlled by our own emotions. So if you don't want to feel, face, or recognize them, they get stuck within us, even energetically. We are most unaware of the emotions that are in us. Those are mostly the main causes of us attracting diseases, accidents, difficult people, and challenging situations. Because that's known of the divine law of attraction that show us the emotion that we need to let go of. By attracting those experiences, an opportunity to feel those emotions that are associated with those events. And also shows the learning we need to experience in order to keep thriving and evolving. And that's our divine nature. So the problem is we get so attached to the drama, to the stories, to the victimhood, blame, just so we don't feel that with the emotion that's tried to come out to be felt. Anyway, it's a big process, this emotional awakening one. But it's not the only one, because we also have to go through the awakening to programming. So we also have been programmed to believe that something really wrong about us, that we need to fear others, fear change, fear death, and that other thing that we don't know anything. That we always need to seek for something external to ourselves to tell about us, on how to live, how to behave, what to think, what to feel. We look out for someone else to care and love us, someone else to accept and to decide what is better for us. So we have been constantly giving our power away to others. And without knowing or believing on our own natural power, we cannot connect it to it. So most of us don't even know who we truly are. We just believe what we are told. So having this awakening, we can make conscious choice that creates positive changes, because most of us lives on autopilot with the subconscious guiding life. And then all things happen, and it's called faith. And like Dr. Yun has said in the past, So it is important to awake to our spiritual divinity, that we have an incredible power in our own true nature with so much potential. But it's also important to awaken to all the damage that has been done to us. From generations and generations, thousands of years of control by evil, the darkness we cannot see, the deceive we have been put up for so long. That has changed our DNA, our perception, our harmony, our connection to all things, to love, to unity. That has taken us away so much out of our true natural power. We have been conditioned to be a slave of the system without even recognizing it. We have been conditioned to be stuck in those lower vibrational frequencies with our emotions, beliefs, habits, and what we have been feeding our bodies and our minds. We have been conditioned not to trust in ourselves, but to trust a power outside of ourselves. We then become very codependent beings. We expect others to look after us. We want what is easy. That has taken us away from our natural state. Our power diminished. The true information of our true history hidden away and manipulated. So it could be easily controlled by a minority elite. We are valuable for them. We feed the system of darkness, of evil, arrogance, and greed. Either you believe it or not, is there. It has been there for way too long. We act as it normal, as we don't have a choice. We all kind of see it, but it's definitely a very heavy energy to enter. Because the dark emotions we are conditioned not to feel get always stirred up. So we run away from truth. We do whatever it takes not to enter that consciousness, and our ego will make sure everything continues the way it is. So Earth has different cycles. It's small, like day and night, and the seasons. And we have been on this dark point in the universe where there's lower frequencies, less light, there's energies. And from 2012, we have entered in a moment in a universe where there is more light, where it can hold higher frequencies. So where these low density frequencies cannot survive anymore. So the density of greed, destruction, fear, grief, they need to be exposed, to be purged. And that's what's happening right now around the world. It is the light that's coming here, illuminating all the darkness for us to see it and do something about it. We need to see the evil so it doesn't control or leave us or even around us. We cannot suppress anymore the density we have been carrying on, because that's making us heavy. That doesn't let us access the higher frequencies of love, protection, harmony, unity, courage, trust, wisdom, and abundance that's available for all of us. We need to let it out, to let it in. Let it go of fear by accessing courage. Let it go of shame with acceptance. Let it go of guilt with forgiveness. Let it go of arrogance with humility. Let it go of anger with surrender and peace. Let it go of injustice by trusting the divine laws of the universe. Let it go of judgment with compassion and respect. Let it go of confusion by assessing the heart wisdom and intuition. Find the gifts in nature and in your true nature. Discover and be free to be your true self. Let it go of tactics we unconsciously have to feel protected and to feel loved. Be willing to heal the darkness and the wound parts of you with love and care, with real self-love and self-acceptance, desire for learning, to grow, to love. And nature can help us. In particular, I love the gifts of therapeutic essential oils. I believe it has all it takes to assist us with all aspects of life: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. It helps to elevate our vibration, getting us closer to our true nature, qualities, and potential. By illuminating what it needs to come out, and also by giving to the body whatever it takes to support health and well-being. We're not putting foreign unnatural substance. The body recognizes and accepts nature. And also that helps reduce the toxic load as an alternate natural solutions with great results. So I'm giving a workshop tomorrow that I'm going to be speaking more about it. So if you can join, that would be great. And as much as possible, be in nature, feel the sunshine, the earth beneath your feet, the sky above you. Fill out your cup with all that nature can give. Understand that this awakening has been really tough on all of us. We are all going through this purge of these dense negative energies, emotions, patterns. But it's actually assisting us in finding ourselves again, our true nature, potential, and power, to go back to the heart and to the nature. We cannot transform or we're still not aware or conscious of, because we have been lost in darkness. So this is all part of the process to guide us back home. So be gentle with yourself and with others. Meet your darkness to be reborn in light. Be careful with the deceit of evil. We are the greatest battle. We are in the greatest battle of our souls. So choose to rise, to awaken, to make different choices, to trust and to have faith in yourself and in God. Let it go of these energies of the drama, victimhood, confusion, fear, guilt, shame, grief. By diving into it, without being stuck down with those energies, but by allowing it, accepting, elevating perspective, and letting those energies flow out. Stop sending dark energies to the field. Own your emotions, own your creations, forgive, have compassion. If it's hard to do so, get help. It is hard to recognize and heal all alone. Understand you are not alone. We are all going through this together. We are all interconnected. We all can elevate each other instead of putting ourselves and others down all the time. We can make this shift happen. The power lies in our true nature and potential, in breaking those habits and those conditioning, by stopping feeding evil, and in making loving choices to elevate and being united in peace, love, and harmony. So that's what I had to talk. So if you want to need any guidance on this awakening process, I do make personal consultations to talk about this, to create protocols, to go through what is going on with the energies. I do the readings as well. So I'll be happy to assist everyone that's going through these tough times. You can connect on my Instagram mostly. My name is Dani Machini, actually with CH, Dani Machini. And my website is danimachini.com. That's still under construction. It's getting much better soon. So thank you for being here. Thank you for having me. Thank you for being here, because you're already contributing to the light. And so much love to all of you who is watching or you watch later. Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful, Dani. And as we've heard, especially moving through in this section from Monica before you, it's about when we do feel good in ourselves, it makes it easier for us to set those steps to say, I don't cross this line. And you did talk about the importance of clearing toxicity out, whether it be in our bodies, in our environment, in our thoughts, in what we surround. And the session before was very much about how we nurture that, nurture the rebuilding. So I really appreciate that you brought that. To make something clean, sometimes we have to get the dirt out first. And dirt's not a bad thing. I love the earth. We'll just say, take out that's not needed. So I really appreciated that. And I look forward to the panel session as well, because I feel that will be most interesting. Yes. And I appreciate you bringing that beautiful background of nature as well. That's lovely.
Yes, I just have a comment about that. That's from I'm from Tweed Heads, New South Wales.
Yes.
Pretty hard here with all these border closures, so life is pretty hard at the moment around here. But I have this beautiful picture here very close to my place. It's a historical site where they used to have performed like initiation ceremonies with boys, and it's just here to acknowledge this beautiful country and this beautiful land of the Banjalung country. Thank you.
Oh, that's so wonderful. Yes, yes. So many countries here today. So lovely to add Bunjalung to the ones. So Tweed Heads up to Byron. Beautiful. Thanks, Dani. Lovely.